Well, hey there, and welcome back to another episode of the Adventures of Mobile Homes podcast. I'm your host, Rachel Hernandez, aka Mobile Home Girl of adventuresofmobilehomes.com. Thank you so much for joining me here on the 67th episode of the podcast. So today, I want to share with you a portion of a video training class that I recently did for members of my support page about the types of paperwork that you should use when working with mobile home sellers, which is the first part in the series on paperwork to use for your mobile home investing business. Because let's face it, there's a process to actually put a deal together and get an agreement with the seller, but it's an art to introduce the paperwork into the conversation and actually get the seller to sign with you and be comfortable doing it. Plus, paperwork can be scary as first-time mobile home investors. So I wanted to go over exactly the types of paperwork that you'll need and the process when working with sellers. So I decided to put this video training class to teach you what I've learned through my many years of experience as a mobile home investor, and to show you exactly step by step on what works when working with mobile home sellers, when introducing paperwork into the conversation, and the entire process when buying mobile homes from sellers. So check it out. Here goes. Hello and welcome back. This is Rachel Hernandez, aka Mobile Home Girl from adventuresofmobilehomes.com. Thank you so much for joining me here on another video training. And today we are going to go over the mobile home paperwork that you need to be a successful mobile home investor. And I'm going to break this up into two parts because I think it's very important for me to actually do a thorough dive for each part because there's so many different parts of this business. So the two parts I'm going to work on and present to you are part one, which we're going to do today for this video training class, and that is working with sellers, mobile home sellers, and the required paperwork that you're going to need when you're out there working with mobile home sellers on the buying end. Basically, you're the one buying the mobile home. Now, I'm going to do a part two of this video training class of the mobile home paperwork you're going to need when you're out there, as a mobile home investor, which is going to be more towards buyers and renters when you're ready to, show the home and fill it with buyers or a renter, depending on what you plan to do with the home. So there's two parts to this. Today, we're going to talk about part one of this video training class, which is to go over the mobile home paperwork that you'll need to work with sellers. So are you ready? Let's get started. Okay. First things first, before I start with this video training class, I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video training class. And if you are watching this video training class, then that means you are a member of my support page. So thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate you becoming a member of the support page. And there are so many perks mentioned that I do offer for members of the support page. So I really hope that you enjoy your time as a member. And again, all of these video training classes, all of this content as a member of my support page, you will get access to as long as you're a member of the support page. So if, you go through this video training class today, and then maybe a week goes by, 2 weeks go by, even a month go by, as long as you're still a member, you can access this video training class. Maybe there was something that I said that you didn't remember, or maybe there's a piece of paperwork, for this class that I had mentioned that you'll need when you're working with sellers that you forgot. So you can always go back and access this video training classes and all the perks, including, you're also part of the Discord community, which is part of being a member, where you can ask me questions, post your deals, if you need feedback on anything. You can also network with other members. Maybe you need to find a partner in your market, or you're looking for funding for some of your deals. You're always welcome to post that in the Discord community. And if you need to reach me, I am in the Discord community. You can DM me directly because that is a part of your membership. I am super busy as a full-time mobile home investor, so I do make time for people who are members of my support page, and I make myself available to you. And I really hope that all of this content, all of these video training classes that I have for my members is actually helping. So with that being said, if you do have a question in this video training class, feel free to post it below the video and I can be sure to answer your question. You can also contact me. I will put a direct contact me link to me where you can contact me directly, or you can post your question in the Discord community if you're part of the Discord community. Now, if you're not part of the Discord community yet, feel free to join. If you need any instructions on there, I will actually put a link to the instructions of getting on the Discord community here at the end of this video training class. So you can DM me directly there in the Discord community as well too. So I just kind of wanted to say thank you for becoming a member, and thank you for attending this video training class. Okay, let's go on. All right, let's talk about what you'll learn in this video training class. So basically, I am going to talk to you and walk you through the type of paperwork that you're going to need for your deals. Now, since this is part one of the video training class, I'm going to specifically talk about the paperwork that you'll need when you're working with mobile home sellers. In the next video training class, part two, I will talk about the paperwork that you'll need when you're talking to buyers or renters, depending on what your exit strategy is. So today, we're just going to focus on working with mobile home sellers and the type of paperwork that you'll need when you're working with these sellers, okay? And I will talk about why do you need this type of paperwork? Why is it needed? What is the purpose of each type of paperwork that I'll go through that you'll need when you're working with mobile home sellers? I think it's really important to know, what does this type of paperwork do and why should I even use it as a mobile home investor? So I will talk about, why you need these types of paperworks that I'll go through today. And then I'll also tell you, a lot of people get hung up on this, but where to find the paperwork. And honestly, it's not that hard to find. And I'll tell you exactly where to find this paperwork, how to go through the paperwork, how to review it, and then give you tips on best practices regarding the paperwork that I do mention today in the video training class, how to go over it, how to read it, how to review it. And again, why you need this paperwork when you're working with mobile home sellers and what does it do for you and also the seller as a mobile home investor. Okay. So that is pretty much in the nutshell what you'll learn in this video training class. Okay. All right. Now, before I move on, I am going to make a disclaimer here. I am not an attorney. I am not a financial advisor. I am not giving you financial advice, legal advice. Basically, if you have any questions about anything that you've learned in this video training class regarding the paperwork that I've mentioned for your specific area, it's best to seek the advice of a licensed real estate attorney in your area who is familiar with real estate, specifically mobile homes, so that they can go over any contracts, any paperwork that I do mention here today. I will tell you where to find this paperwork. That is a starting point, but it's very important, for you to seek if you do have questions, if you do need need peace of mind, legal advice from a licensed attorney in your area. Laws differ from state to state, area to area. So basically, a contract that works in one area, which is with the laws, may not be okay to use in a different area. Okay. And this is something that it's going to matter to each individual. Are you concerned about that? If you do have a concern, I would suggest that you seek the legal advice of a licensed, competent attorney in your area, familiar with real estate, familiar with mobile homes. Okay. And again, if you're in doubt, ask an expert in your area. And again, laws differ from area to area, state to state, county to county, country to country. Okay. So I just wanted to make that disclaimer for you before we move on to this video training class. Okay, let's go. All right. First things first. Now, when you saw this video training class, you probably thought, oh my gosh, there's so much paperwork I'm going to need. Rachel's going to have a list of things. I don't know this language. I am just starting out as a mobile home investor. You may be just starting out as a real estate investor. You don't even know what this paperwork is. Oh my gosh, am I going to have all this paperwork to present to the seller when I'm out there buying mobile homes, as a mobile home investor and selling mobile homes or renting mobile homes, to your buyers or renters. So I just want to let you know, don't panic. Honestly, it's not that big of an issue. It's not that big of a deal. And I will tell you why as we progress through the video training class, why honestly, paperwork, it's there. And why it's there for you, but it's not the be all end all of being a successful real estate investor or successful mobile home investor. So I will tell you what will actually make you successful in this business as a mobile home investor and how to use this paperwork and how to present it to the seller once you're ready to, come to an agreement and put a deal together. Think of the paperwork as it's a necessity, but it shouldn't be defining what your deal is. Okay. So I will go over with really what is important when you are working with these sellers and how to use this paperwork as a complement when you're out there and you're ready to actually physically put the deal together with the seller, and then how to ease that in to the conversation. Okay. So I just want to let you know, don't panic. Don't worry. I got you. You're here. Okay. And again, if you do have any questions, feel free to post it below this video in this post, or send me a DM through Discord or contact me directly. Or you can also post your question in Discord if you're comfortable, so that other members can, see my response, and it may be able to help other members. They may have the same question as you as well, too. Okay. So don't panic. So there you have it, a portion of a video training class that I recently did for members of my support page on the paperwork that you should use for your mobile home investing business when working with sellers, and the entire process when buying mobile homes from these sellers. And in the class, you'll learn my exact step-by-step process when working with mobile home sellers from beginning to end, including the types of paperwork that I use to close my deals and where to find them. Plus, I talk about how to present your paperwork when working with sellers, including how I ease the paperwork into the conversation to make sellers comfortable signing with me. And I go over what you should be thinking when you're meeting with sellers, including the right mindset to have. Honestly, there's an art to this business, which is why most people starting out just don't do that well. I talk about what real estate and mobile home investing gurus teach, which can be detrimental to your success as a mobile home investor. Because when it comes down to it, it's not what you say, but how you say it that counts. So I go over the right verbiage to use when working with mobile home sellers during the negotiating process. I take you step by step through my own process of working with sellers and closing deals from beginning to end. And in this 2-hour training class, you'll learn everything you need to know when it comes to working with mobile home sellers and the types of paperwork to use. Plus, I share with you resources to find this paperwork, including my closing checklist, which includes additional paperwork that I use that other investors may not use, and where to find them. Honestly, I think this is where a lot of people get hung up on exactly what types of paperwork to use and the process of buying homes when working with mobile home sellers. So I decided to put together this video training class to address this issue and share with you what I've learned as a successful mobile home investor. So you're in for a real treat. Now, this video training class is just one of the perks of becoming a member of my support page. And as a member, you'll get exclusive access to regular training classes like this on different topics around mobile home investing, and access to detailed posts where I go into more detail about specific topics within mobile home investing that you won't find anywhere else. I'm telling you, this is exclusive content and behind the scenes footage of my own mobile home investing business. Plus, you'll also get discounts to special events. And here's the kicker: discounts to my existing courses and classes, including a special extra discount to my Dodd-Frank and SAFE Act course, especially for mobile home investors, just for members on my support page. So you definitely don't want to miss out on this special deal. Sign up as a member today. Go to www.adventuresofmobilehomes.com/support for more information on how you can support me and become a member, including all of the perks that you'll get that I just mentioned. And if you're already a member of my support page, be sure to check out this video training class and let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts and answer any questions that you might have. And speaking of the support page, I just want to give a few shout outs to some recent new members. So here goes. Special thanks to Sasha, who signed up as a member. Thanks, Sasha, for becoming a member. Definitely let me know if you have any questions, and welcome. Special thanks to Cabby, who signed up as a member. Now, Cabby writes, "Ready to learn." Great to hear, Cabby. I hope that you get a lot out of the membership and the education included. And welcome. Special thanks to Danny, who signed up as a member. Now, Danny writes, "Enjoying the podcast so far." Great to hear, Danny. And he also commented in the Discord community, which is exclusive for members, "Been going through the podcast, enjoying them. I read Lonnie Scruggs' books back in the day and could see the value in what he was saying, but went into residential instead. This was many years ago. I'm an entrepreneurial type, so I was running an internet marketing company from home that I founded back in 2003. But I never forgot about Lonnie's central message. When I found Rachel's stuff, the thing that drew me in was that she said she sold off all of her residential single-family homes to get into mobile home investing. Sometimes later in life, you learn, but are not ready for it until later. Well, I believe that later is now, being an experienced entrepreneur in other realms and older and wiser. Great to hear, Dan. I'm really glad the podcast episodes are helping, and it's really nice to hear your story and journey. So thanks for sharing. Hope you get a lot out of the membership, and welcome. And just in case you missed it, I did do a video walkthrough of the support page and what it's all about. You can find it on episode 52 of the podcast, where I celebrate the 2-year anniversary of the show, what it means, and my plans going forward. You can find it at www.adventuresofmobilehomes.com/52. And if you'd like to check out this video training class on the types of paperwork to use when working with mobile home sellers and my exact step-by-step process of buying homes from sellers for my own mobile home investing business and how you can do the same, you can check it out in the show notes where I provide more information and details about the class. Go to www.adventuresinmobilehomes.com/67. Well, that's about it for now. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. And if you've enjoyed the podcast so far, please be sure to share it with family and friends. And be sure to follow me and subscribe. That's about it for now. Until next time, this is Rachel Hernandez, aka Mobile Home Girl of the Adventures in Mobile Homes podcast, signing off. Thanks for tuning in.